In the previous episode, we learned that EBs from other planets prefer transitioning to doll or soldier class bodies while visiting planet Earth due to one reason. There's a high likelihood of getting permanently trapped in a plant-based body that relies on external conditions for survival. EBs exist in different classes. The highest level is reserved for those EBs that can enter and exit any bodies at will. Doll bodies are designed for industrial or military functions. They're sometimes equipped with tools necessary for mining and navigation. All aliens who visit planet Earth wear doll bodies to acclimatize to the surroundings. Plant-based bodies rank lowest because they're fragile and completely dependent on external conditions provided in the Earth's atmosphere for survival. It's also impossible for them to survive in space without oxygen, food, and special equipment. Approximately 74 trillion years ago, EBs created a variety of biological bodies to accessorize the physical universe. EBs then infused plant-based bodies with their own energies to animate them. It was such a huge fascination then, since they were still learning how to use indestructible particle to create physical objects. Nobody imagined that EBs would, one day, become trapped in the bodies they created. The Domain Expeditionary Force observed this phenomenon by chance. Despite possessing advanced technology plus achieving spiritual enlightenment, the Domain can't figure out how to extract souls trapped inside plant-based bodies. EBs realized that they could increase the population of plant-based bodies on Earth through procreation. This discovery was a milestone since they no longer had to physically create more animals or humans. As we can observe, the procreation between animals and humans is very similar because they were created by the same group of EBs. The insatiable thirst of experimenting lured a group of EBs into entering plant-based bodies for fun. Little did they know that a soul gets permanently trapped in their body after engaging in sexual intercourse. The brother of the serpents observed the same phenomenon, and pleased with this discovery, they masterminded an elaborate plan to trap souls forever inside bodies. They created occult screens and placed them all around planet Earth. The brother of the serpents then programmed souls of the dead to proceed to the occult screens. Once this happens, they can program anything they like to unsuspecting EBs and put them back to planet Earth for various tasks. Domain's mission is to visit many physical universes and either observe their way of life for scientific research or to invade and expand Domain's resources. Domain Expeditionary Force set up a logistics station on the outskirts of the Milky Way galaxy in 8212 BCE. In 8050 BCE, the Domain struck an offensive blow to the Old Empire by destroying the political center located in one of the tail stars that's part of the Big Dipper constellation. In 6248 BCE, a Domain Expeditionary Force military unit having 3,000 personnel got ambushed in the Himalayas by the Brother of the Serpents. The evil EBs swooped in and executed 3,000 Domain Expeditionary Forces. Their souls got coerced into entering plant-based bodies, followed by intense mind control programs. The Brother of the Serpents also scattered these captives across different continents and countries to make them untraceable. The Domain also realized that the old empire ran planet Earth as a prison for more than 30,000 years. Despite locating the hostages, the Domain couldn't liberate the EBs since it's impossible for biological bodies to survive in outer space. Moreover, the amnesia machinery used on EBs following the death on Earth made it impossible for the Domain Expeditionary Force to help hostages recollect their identities and memories. The Domain's current mission on planet Earth is to reverse the amnesia forced on EBs trapped in human bodies. Meditation is the best way that an EB can use to isolate themselves from distractions and rediscover their divinity. True liberation or enlightenment is the stage at which an EB can enter and exit all forms of bodies at will. This happens when a human being encounters and receives training from an authentic master. The master is an omnipresent and powerful EB. According to Domain's archives, only few EBs on Earth figured out how to escape this occult machine after death. For instance, Lao Tzu and Buddha, just to name a few. Masters empower EBs to escape occult screens and combat the Brother of the Serpents. This enables the liberated EB to occupy a variety of forms of free will. Masters sent on Earth usually have a lifespan that ranges between 65 and 100 years. They do their best to liberate other EBs, but it also requires persistent effort through prayer and meditation. Enlightenment takes place when the Master manifests on Earth, usually in human form. This divine mission is hazardous and highly unpredictable. That's why the Source sends a Master to planet Earth once every 2,000 years. It requires ceaseless training for any Master to occupy and exit biological bodies at free will. The few that possess this skill become omnipresent because they can appear as light bodies in different galaxies simultaneously. The Supreme Master Suma Ching Hai managed to destroy occult screens meant to trap EBs on planet Earth. In her lecture here on July 23, 2017, Supreme Master spoke about this with her disciple in Formosa. Earth has been a galactic prison from which there is almost no way to escape. We're all imprisoned here, and we forget everything. But then, she made a remarkable announcement on October 1, 2017. Those powerful gods yesterday have already smashed all the mechanisms of the prison system that have been controlling our world. Here is her lecture.
敞开示宗提到许多论点，内容与外星人揭露的讯息不谋而合。
Originally, all of you, any of you, all came from very high level of existence. Some of you have had some, other bodies, physical bodies. Some of you don't. It depends on which planet you come from. The reason, the proof that you came from a more highly sophisticated planet and a better quality of life is that you are here. Understand? Because if it's not for that, you will never be able to come here. You are sent here, you're exiled here by high technology and by some soup that you drink before you came. They force you to do it. A long time ago, maybe 1,000 years ago, they put up this kind of, or just say radar system, okay? Because I don't know how to explain this. some kind of borders, yeah, all around the planet. And only the people they want to be here can be here, yeah. Even the agents who work for them and all that. Otherwise, no one can come and go. Therefore, we are imprisoned here, huh? Me, you, okay? Except we can go in and out sometime in our soul, and that is important. It's a horrible system. I hate this. I don't like that. And then they make human crazy out of frustration, because the humans, this race of human, they came from a higher society, they were free thinker people. There are some high-tech inventors, scientists, healers, engineers in their homeland. And then because they make some mistakes, they've been exiled here. And forget everything, forget all the talents they have, forget all the freedom they have, and forget what glory their being was before they came down here. But somehow, in some little remote corner of their mind, they feel something is not right about themselves in this environment, in their own situation. So they feel very frustrated, and that's why nobody is happy on this planet.
地球是一座星际监狱，几乎不可能逃脱。这则来自青海无上师的消息，令人感到沮丧。然而，2017年10月1日，青海无上师在福尔摩沙西湖，福尔摩沙又称为台湾，另一场开示中，却发布了一项重大讯息。
我告诉你们一个好消息，本来我第一次下来就很累，不过很激动，告诉你们了。那一个哈，我们那些天上的强壮的那些神哈，那些小上帝了啊，那些从伊奥斯克上面啊额外一点了，他们就把那个世界的所有的那个控制的器官全部 smashed. That's what they did. 全部，因为我累了，我不想在那边忍辱了。我说好了，不管怎么样，业障就业障，我是福报就福，我管了，把它全部破掉。还有从今天什么人不好的话，送到别的地方去，送回家。送回自己那个地方了。我重复那个。
The domain is still present on Earth because they still believe that they can reverse the amnesia perpetuated by the brother of the serpents. The Mandela effect is whereby a large group of people recall an event that never happened or shared distorted memories which are highly similar. The destruction of quartz screens enabled Earth's EBs to escape constant reprogramming via mind control. This spiritual liberation also sparked a transformation in the physical realm. People began paying more attention to their health and realized that veganism is the best lifestyle. Humans also developed several institutions that collect vast resources to solve problems such as world hunger, disease, and poverty. In part 1, we learned that the brother of the serpents created false civilizations. In order for these civilizations to work, the brother of the serpents used jolts of electricity to erase the identities and memories of EBs trapped on planet Earth. The brother of the serpents also used mainstream electronic and print media to relay information or reinforce beliefs that strengthen their grip on prisoners. You can avoid this mind control trap by gathering and analyzing information from a variety of credible sources. Is there hope for a planet where everyone exists in harmony and nobody has to endure suffering? Perhaps life will redefine itself once the domain establishes control on Earth and help EBs rediscover their infinite potential as creators of the physical universe. Fortunately, each human has access to two effective means for solving life's problems: faith and the unshakable belief in oneself as an immortal spiritual being. You and everyone else on this planet originated from the source. The brother of the serpents might seem dominant because they gang up on other EBs, but the truth is that each soul is created equally. The difference lies in how each individual decides to use their free will. How can we protect ourselves against such intruders? By uniting with other benevolent. The dynamic between good versus bad, or light versus darkness, played out in all of our worlds. You can overcome evil by reconnecting to your immortal self through daily meditation. In addition, this will help you to raise your spiritual frequency and avoid habits or people that operate at a lower state. Meditation becomes more powerful when you have a master here on Earth to offer guidance and protection. It's easier to maintain a high spiritual frequency by switching to a vegan lifestyle. Meat makes the mind and body sluggish. You've most likely experienced overwhelming slack after enjoying Thanksgiving dinner turkeys plus accompanying side dishes. We sincerely hope you now realize you are an immortal spiritual being and that you have all the power it takes to create wonderful realities in your life.